Dude. And I'm seeing Willie Mays, the San Francisco Giants. I'm seeing the coach, and I can't think of his name right now. Back in the winning coach, the back in the day. Oh my God. For some reason, I can't think of it right now. Wow, this is like twisting and turning all over the place. Okay, so, and Tupac wants me to, he's like, get back there, girl. Get back to where you were before and say what you were supposed to say. So there's Cleopatra, and then even before that is the Mary Magdalene. So whether you believe this or not, it's a soul lineage. Imagine if what I'm saying is true. Imagine just that. Just if you can't go as far as to believe what I'm saying is true, because even for myself, it's hard for me to believe that. It's hard for me to grasp all this spirituality stuff and all the stuff that I'm hearing and all the stuff that I'm saying. And it's hard for me as a vessel. I am merely a vessel of God, like all of us are. And that's what we're not taught in schools. We're not taught this. It's to oppress us. It's not about the white versus the black. It's about the society. It's about our ancestors and our what we carried down. Watch my videos. There's an important video that you need to watch about I can't even think right now, but it's it has to do with, oh my God, like I totally can't even think right now. This is so much, you guys. It's so much for me to say this stuff. I'm like sitting in a hot car. Hold on. I wasn't planning on doing this. Okay. So sometimes I forget like the camera's actually on and like people are actually gonna listen to this. Okay, so if you can't believe in what I'm saying, at least you can try to start small and think that this could be true. Just think about that. Think about the possibility that all of us have different backgrounds, different souls that we were once upon a time. That some of us are newer souls, so we don't have that. We don't have that experience. We don't have that knowledge that can be passed down, that can be triggered by different things. So different things trigger our memory. That's why we're like attached to them. That's why I'm like attached to trying to help people. That I want to bring everybody with me and show the way out. That's like inside of me. From Harriet Tubman. And there's like there's like, okay, my soul is her. So that's what when I found out this information, I knew that my soul, I'm a twin soul. So if I'm a twin soul, that means that the other half of my soul, my twin flame, which you can look that up if you don't know what it is, it's a real thing that your soul can be split into two. So that means that Harriet Tubman was a twin flame. She was attached to a love interest, her heart's desire. That your twin flame is, you're attracted to your twin flame like a magnet. If you're connected, if you found your twin flame in your lifetime, that is your mirror soul. That is, you can't stay away from your soul. So it's like, I know Harriet Tubman, like I know her because I am her in my soul. So when I learned about this, and my mind started thinking this way, okay, if she's a twin flame, that means that her love interest would be her twin, which was Joseph Tubman. Now, what I learned about Joseph Tubman, I said, okay, well, if I'm Harriet Tubman and that's my twin, Joseph Tubman, that she was married to at one point and had kids with, then that means that my twin flame in this lifetime should be like him. And when I read about it and researched her and him and the story, it brought tears to my eyes. I started crying when I learned about Joseph, because I could picture my twin in this lifetime, my black twin. Our souls are one. They were split. Black and white. We're twin flames. We're yin and yang. Blown, right? Mind blown, right? And that has to do with ancient Asian philosophy. And my ex before him was Asian. So I learned about the Asian culture. And I'm connected. My 3 kids are half Asian. So I'm connected to that Asian philosophy. Mind blown, right? Everything in my life makes sense now. It didn't make sense before. I was confused. I was just trying to live my life, and this is how it unravels. So watch my videos. Watch all my videos, man. Watch my videos. Get to know me and what lessons I've learned in my life and how I got to this point, because it's all important. It's important for your journey to know this, that your soul is evolving in each lifetime. That I didn't know any of this stuff, and I'm learning it from your people. I mean, it's our people, but I'm learning it from black women. Most of them are, there's white women too. Most of them are women. And we have this intuition, this spirituality. And that's what society is hiding from everybody. Remember the witches that were killed? Like, and said that they're worshiping the devil or whatever, that's devil work. That's not true. God gave your ancestral heritage, the Black women especially, the gift of spirituality, to have knowledge to get out of those situations. That was the help. That's where Harriet Tubman comes into play. Whether she didn't know it, because I didn't know it. I know her. She didn't know she was, I don't know. I don't really know. I like literally came across this and just read a little bit, and I was mind blown, and I kind of like put it away. I was like, okay, that just happened. And I didn't revisit it. And I'm called to do what I feel like doing, what God is calling me to do. And I'm doing a lot. So I didn't go into it more. I go into it when it's necessary, when I need to. When I'm being called to. And what I know about her, Harriet Tubman, is that from my intuition, if this all indeed is true and factual, which I am a prophet, I do have this channel, I do channel messages from God, and I learned all of this, so it's through God. It's not devil's work. If you read tarot, if you listen to tarot on YouTube, just general collective messages, it's linked to God. It's not anything evil or anything like that. So Harriet Tubman, freedom leader of the people, that's what I'm hearing. I feel a connection to her in my soul. I feel like I'm her. Like I feel those same urges that she felt to help people, to get them out. Come follow me. Come follow me. I have the way out. Listen to me. I am trying to, she's like my soul. She's like still that essence is within me. So I can speak as if I'm her, because that's my soul. That's me. I'm just in a different shell, in a different body. I was born again, yes, and I was grown and raised in this body. But now I'm seeing who I truly am from a past life. I'm seeing who my spirit truly is. And I'm a freedom leader. I'm a woman leader of spirituality and a freedom leader. Just like Harriet Tubman. I'm trying to, but this is what I heard, okay? So you guys can understand this. I know Harriet Tubman. Even though, just because I know it's me. So let me tell you. So maybe this is what is going to, because I'm hearing that. This is what's going to make you guys believe in this. That I know her. And what I heard is that, just like me, she's a hustler. She was a hustler at heart. Like my people are hustlers, because we're trying to find a way out. We're trying to get money because money is the thing that we feel is our ticket to freedom. So let me break this down to you. Let me just tell you what I know of Harriet Tubman. She was trying to find a way out for her and her love to be together and to raise their family together. That was her goal in life. But she was willing to sacrifice that because there was a bigger purpose. She had a bigger mission, which she didn't know. She just kind of fell into it. She wasn't planning on doing all of that. She wasn't planning on being a legend. She wasn't planning on saving thousands of slaves and doing everything that she did. She didn't have that goal in mind. That just happened. She didn't know she was spiritual. She didn't know she had a connection with God. I don't know if she ever knew that. I think she might have, I don't know. She might have died not knowing that. She believed in herself because of her love for her man, is what I'm hearing. For her husband. I'm thinking, like, I don't know if they got married, but maybe they did. Maybe they had a secret ceremony. I don't know. But I know that they had kids. So there had to be more than one kid. And, okay, so what happened was she was leaving to find a way out. He wouldn't come with her because of the kids. The kids wouldn't survive. I'm getting this right now, actually, the more to the story. So he was willing to stay behind. He believed in her. She was smaller. That's what I just got right now. She could fit through small spaces, if that makes any sense to anything. Maybe how she escaped, she was climbing through something small, or I don't know. I didn't even watch the movie about it. There was a movie that I didn't even watch it. I just saw little parts of it, like literally like walking by, and I just saw it, like, not that before I had this like revelation. So she was leaving and gonna find the route out, risking her life, knowing that she could die, telling him that it's okay, that she's gonna come back for him, that she's going to find a way, and she's going to come back, and she's going to get him and the kids, and they're going to go together, and they're going to find their happiness. She's going to find a way out, hell or high water. That's what I heard. Hell or high water, if we have to live next to the river, in the bushes, and make like some kind of like tree fort, like Tarzan or something. She's gonna live there, and they're gonna fight off animals, snakes, whatever, and they can eat fish and live next to the river. That's what I heard. And so it's weird because there's like I'm being watched. Okay, so that might be a message that she felt like she was being watched, so she couldn't do it. There's too many of them. She couldn't do it. That she kept coming back to see him because he was her twin flame. She couldn't go without seeing him, and she was trying. And every time she would come back to see her twin, her love of her life, her kids too, that more people, she could get more people to go with her, but that Joseph wouldn't go because of the kids. I'm hearing Joseph gave up on himself. Joseph was comfortable there. He didn't want to risk his kids being shot in the back. That's horrible. He said there's no place like that's no place for a kid. That they're better off there. That he's gonna make do with what is there, because that's I'm hearing it's not as bad as the other ones. Like his situation there, like he felt like it was a better like environment, like sleeping environment or house or like plantation, I'm hearing, or whatever, or job, that he could deal with it. He could live like that. That it wasn't as bad as others. That it wasn't, and he could endure it for the kids. He didn't mind the pain for the kids to be happy. I'm seeing like little black dolls, like little dolls that they had in pretty dresses. I don't know if they were girls. I have no idea. And like there was friends, like they had friends, or like the little kids that they could play with little kids or something. They had a life there. And I keep seeing, like I've seen this where he's like working in a horse stable or something. I don't even know if that's true. I don't know. Something about like a barn, like he lived in like some kind of barn or horse stable, but I might be getting that from a movie. That might have been a part of the movie that I saw. I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting this image of a movie that I saw, but I don't know if that was like Roots or like, I don't know. But that movie was different. It wasn't like that. That was like a bad thing about like women getting raped and stuff like that. That's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a man with like a cot and a, blankets or a pillow. I'm getting that. I keep seeing that pillow. Like that pillow meant the world to him. Like that. It's like a square, like brownish color pillow. Like tan, or like a tannish color pillow. It's like square, and it's like pretty full. It's like, it's not flat, and like it can actually like feel comfortable on your head. So I'm hearing that like he could be at peace. He wasn't being like pestered. He wasn't being tortured that much. That it was like livable. He just fell into the acceptance of it. He was accepting. He was loving. He was making the best out of the situation, even though it wasn't right. And he trusted Harriet to go out and find the way. And if she couldn't, it was okay with him. He was a loving, kind-hearted man that loved. He loved big. And so I don't even know if all of this stuff is true or not, but if it is, that's really cool. If it's not, then you have to understand that the concept of it, that it could be a reality. Maybe I wasn't Harriet Tubman, but that literally could be a thing. It could be like an example of something that could happen. That you have to expand your mind, open your mind to that possibility of that being a truth. That I could have been Mary Magdalene with Jesus. And I don't even know about Mary Magdalene. I have to go research that more. I don't really even know about Cleopatra. I have to research that more. But as I get into this and as I study it more and as I get more messages, clearer messages and more details to help people, that's why I know that this is true, and I know that I speak the truth, or I speak wisdom into the hearts of people. So even I don't know sometimes if it's the truth or it's an example to help people. But I know that I'm connected. And God works in mysterious ways. And I just have to have faith and trust in what I'm being told and deliver the message. No matter how weird I look, how people take it, I can't think about that. I have to think about, I'm a vessel and I'm delivering a message from God, from spirits, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, whoever wants to come through to help me elevate humanity and help people get out of tough situations, because it's a collective prayer of the people. God's trying to fix these societal problems that everybody's praying for. So I'm an answer to your prayers. I am a gift from God, an angel from heaven, from above, an earth angel. The best of the best, Harriet Tubman style, to lead you guys to freedom. And I'm hearing, what about those slaves that didn't trust Harriet? What about those slaves that didn't trust Harriet Tubman to get out, that she was going to help them get out and they were going to be safe? And they ended up staying and regretting it and dying and having a miserable life when they could have been free. That's your choice in this. It's whether you believe those that you hear, their voice, whether you resonate with the message and you take it to heart or not. If you just dismiss it and think, oh, this chick is crazy, like Harriet, who is this little small, she was small. She was like 5'1" or something. Who is this small little black girl who literally had an injury? She got hit in the head with a brick, and she wasn't quite all there, probably. I don't know. But, okay, the thing, I don't know if I made this clear, but the reason why she was a hustler is because they were going to give her money or items because she needed to survive. When she left, she needed to survive. And so she found the way out because she's this little person. Oh my God, dude, I'm getting it. She could like get into spaces or something that other people couldn't, and like go and open the door or something like that. She could like do things and then come back and get people to bring them. But she wasn't really, at first, she wasn't really doing it for them. She was doing it for herself to survive. So like, let's say they had bread or a bar of soap or some food, something that she wanted. And she was by herself trying to find, a shelter or a place for her husband and her kids and her to live. And she was able to get out and find a way for herself. But she was still searching for a place and a way to bring her family, right? But at the same time, she was trying to survive. So she would encounter different people, different slaves, and they could trade. They didn't really have money. I don't think it was money that they were trading. They were trading items. So she didn't have any items to trade. So she used her brain, and God gave her the tools. She was a born leader from the beginning. She was planted on earth to do that mission. She was destined to do that. But the way it unfolded was, I'm seeing Oprah was just like Oprah, where she was just being herself. And that's how it unfolded. So she needed items to survive, like food. She was sick of eating whatever she could find, berries or fish or whatever. And it was tempting to her. And she came across a way where there could be an even exchange. And she wouldn't feel guilty for taking and mooching off of other people. She wanted to give them. She wanted to help them. She became interested in those people that she met, and she cared for them. She had a big heart. She wanted to help. But the idea came because that's all she could give. She could only give her knowledge and her truth, and she could use her voice. Going back to Tupac, she could use her voice. Her voice is a tool. Just like my voice is getting me out of my situation. And I didn't realize that is my tool. That is my gift. Oh my God. So she could tell them, like, okay, this is what I did. This is, you guys can come with me. You guys want to get out? You guys want to come with me and I'll show you the way. I'll show you how to get out. And that's how it all started. And so she needed to go back and forth to visit Joseph, to visit her kids, to see them, because that's her heart. But she didn't want to be enslaved. And she knew that she loved that. She loved her freedom. She loved helping other people escape. She loved the thrill of it as much as her family. And she knew that her family was safe with Joseph, that her kids were safe with Joseph, that they were happy, probably happier there than living on the run and being, and she would live in fear. And Joseph would live in fear of her kids getting harmed because she has such a big heart. She wanted to protect her children and her man, is what I'm hearing. She even let him get remarried because that would make him happy. And it's just the way it is. Like, that's what life brought to them. That's what they were accepting of. That is their truth. That is the reality of the situation, that they just have to deal with what's happening, that there's no way around it, that they were born black and they can't be white. No matter what they do, they can't be white. That's what I'm hearing. And I keep picturing that pillow and those dolls meant the world. I don't know why I'm seeing like little black, like curl, like the little girl's hair is done up real pretty, and in these like twisty, like curly, like braids, and these little dresses, these really pretty little dresses, and they were dressed just like the plantation owner's kids or something like that. Maybe it was on one occasion, but it meant like the world. Even if it was just one moment in time, that could last for that memory in those kids' eyes and in their lives meant the world to them, because it was one moment where they felt the same. Wow, dude. It's like, have you ever like looked at a kid, a little girl's face when they're wearing a pretty dress and curls and like adorned with love from whoever dressed them or did their hair or whatever, and that you could see that pride and that emotion and that happiness, even if it's for a moment, even if it's like a little slave girl that is born into that awful, horrific situation. She's gonna hold on to any glorious thing, even of the smallest things, like a pillow, to cherish that and be grateful for that smallest of crumb of a cupcake. I'm getting like there was a party with cupcakes. I don't even know if they made cupcakes back then. Or a cake, a birthday or something, or some kind of celebration, maybe a wedding. Maybe a wedding. Maybe he was there for a really long time and they liked him because he was doing what he was being told to do. So he was getting favored. He was like the leader, the caretaker of the other slaves. He was like the kingpin. They would all respect him and look up to him and follow his lead because he was his character, he was falling in line and winning their hearts of the plantation owners. And it's like I'm hearing like Harriet like saying that he needs to be recognized just as much as her. He's the same soul. He is the same soul. He's a beautiful soul. And I'm getting that song, Beautiful Soul. You and your beautiful soul. Is it Aaron McCartney or something? I don't know. Aaron McCarthy? I don't know. Justin? I don't know. This is a deep, really deep message, and it's a really long message. So that's the story. That's how it happened. That I'm getting the intuitive message. But, okay, so even if you don't believe me, if you don't believe in this or whatever, you could take away whatever you can take away from it and understand that that could have been the truth. And that you could see that happening, and that you can understand that there's always more to a story, that there's always a human experience to what the history is telling us, that they're just like all of us, that they're no different, that Harriet is not this superhero fictional character that's flying in the sky, literally, or like, you know, like it's not a literal underground railroad that we're talking about here. It's just a metaphor for leaving the situation discreetly. And without getting caught is what I'm being told. And to be free. That you actually traveled and left and you got to the destination that you wanted to go to. Okay. I'm hearing that's the end of the message, so okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Please like this video if it resonates, if you like it, if you want to hear more. Subscribe to the channel. Make comments about anything and everything. Create a discussion if you like. Talking to other people in the comments. This is all to help. It's all to help. This whole channel, this whole Earth Healer movement is to help elevate humanity, like make them see things in a different light so we can free ourselves from all this oppression. We're all being oppressed in different, varied degrees. Some are being oppressed more than others, but we're all in this oppression. Even the leaders are in the oppression. Like, we're literally, every single one of us are being oppressed. And that's what we don't understand. We don't understand how to get out of it. And I'm here to help everyone see the way out. That I'm the light at the end of the tunnel. That there's darkness that surrounds us. But we can follow the light and get out. That is beautiful. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for saying that. This is literally a humbling experience when I hear stuff like Tupac talking to me, saying I'm Harriet Tubman, saying I'm Cleopatra, you marry Mother Magdalene, like that I'm the light. Just understand how hard this is for me to say these crazy things and to do this. But God works in mysterious ways. That how else, what is God supposed to do to get us out of this? He has to use a vessel. He has to use somebody. Who's helping everybody? Who's doing it? Obviously, things haven't changed for centuries. Things have not changed for centuries. So somebody has to start believing in this. Somebody has to start believing in God. Who out there believes in God? Click the like button if you believe in God. You have to believe in this message because God sends his people to save his people. God sent Jesus. God sent me. And I am like the sister of Jesus right now. And are you going to come with me? Are you going to follow me? Are you going to see the light? Are you going to get out with me? I want everybody. I'm not trying to free just Black people. I'm trying to free the entire world from this enslavement. Trust and believe that this is true. This is the truth. I'm not seeking a bunch of hatred, negative comments. But if I receive those, that is the price for me to pay to free the people. I can say the most craziest things. But if in the end that it helps and it does something and it works, then I'm willing to do that. Wouldn't you? If you were given $1 billion, would you spend it? If you were given a treasure map, would you follow it? If you won the lottery, would you go get it? It's like, I'm connected with God. I know that. I'm an earth angel. I know that I've gotten all the confirmations. I've gotten there's no doubt in my mind that this is real. It's that, are you going to follow me or not? And this is the year of redemption. God is saying, this is the year that you need to follow to be saved, or else all of humanity is lost. If we see the corruption and the death happening of humanity, and we're not doing anything to save it and free it and have our prayers answered, God can't do anything. Just like Tupac, that police officer couldn't help. When Tupac said F you, you're saying F you to God if you don't believe in this. If you don't believe that spiritual people are trying to lead you out, and I am the leader of the spiritual people. There is nobody else. There's nobody else that's leading humanity out of this situation but me. That's what God wants me to reiterate. They're doing other things. But I'm the Harriet Tubman of them. I'm the Mary Magdalene. I'm the Cleopatra, the queen, the leader of the women. I have this ancestral, maybe not bloodline, literally like hereditary blood, but on a soul level. Whether it's figuratively or real. Whether you want to believe in that or not, you should believe in it because God is real. God is a spirit. What I'm saying is real. When you resonate, when you can feel my sincerity, you can feel the truth, that is God showing you this is real, this is the truth. When you know I'm not bullshitting, I'm not going on here for likes and views for myself, for my ego. Look at me. I look a disaster. Why would I want to go on here with no makeup and saying all this crazy stuff? Not dressed up, not lips chapped, whatever, like hair sticking out, like no shower, like just getting up. Like why would I do this? Why would I want to go viral and have like millions of views looking like a complete disaster? Why would I say all of these things? This is not planned. This is not scripted. This is real. Why would I do all those other videos? They don't have anything to do with this. It's because I have a calling and it's all in order. It's like, you can see my spiritual awakening. You can see my messages. You can see where I'm going with this. You can see the future messages that haven't even been out yet. I have a ton of messages that are sitting waiting for me to get out. But I keep getting more messages and I keep recording more messages. So this is going to go in order. Everything's going in order. I'm trying to get everything out as quick as I can. But sometimes we have to slow down and pay attention, and even if it doesn't look pretty or whatever, to hear it, just listen to it. That's the point of this, is the poetic justice is in the listening. It's not in the seeing. It's not in the material. You get lost the words get lost when you hear the beat and the you see the gold chains and the flashy clothing and the pretty girls and the dancing and the flashing. That's all fun and games, but that's a distraction from the truth. The truth is in the message, it's in the words. We don't care about all that flashy stuff. The flashy stuff is for the people that care about to promote it. I'm promoting my own stuff. I'm my own record label. I'm hearing Capitol Records. I'm my own RCA or whatever. I'm seeing the lion roaring. I don't even know what that's like a movie theater thing. I'm my own studio. I'm my own label. It's not about competition. It's about the truth. It's not about competing with one another for material things. Where has that gotten you? That's what I'm hearing. Where has that gotten you? Remember the t-shirts and the shorts and not caring about what you look like? The M&Ms of the world that aren't trying to impress people, but they're impressing with their words. Obama impressed with his dignity and his mannerisms and his respect. He gained respect. Sometimes those need to blend in. That's their path. They need to blend in and be like Joseph Tubman. To help those people. To help. Like, imagine if he didn't blend in. If he didn't act like those politicians and go to what, I don't know, I'm hearing Harvard. I don't even know where he went. Imagine if he didn't do that. And he was just like all the other brothers. What if he was sagging his pants and he didn't go to college and he didn't study and he didn't have a vision? Dr. Martin Luther King, what if he dressed like a thug? What if he didn't blend in? What if he wasn't wearing a suit for his speech? Would he have been taken seriously? Would he have been taken? Would people have listened? And imagine they're rewatching that footage. Like, he's a legend. Oprah is a legend. She had to blend in order to make a difference. Do you see that? Sometimes you need to do what it takes to make a difference. You need to go against the grain. You need to do it differently, despite being a cop-out, whatever they say. Like, and the Barry Bonds was trashed, and he kept going. That's ingrained in the bloodline. It's from the ancestral heritage to keep on going, to keep on believing, to not stop, not give up. Tupac does not want me to give up on this message. He's laughing. Kobe's oh my God. See, sometimes I feel like I'm gonna say something that offends people because it's so out in left field that it's like, what is this girl talking about? Who does she think she is? What is she saying now? Like, what? I'm over this. Goodbye. Like, what is she saying? But you're gonna listen. You're gonna listen. You're already in here. You're already listening. Confirmation. I heard that Kobe was riding by in his helicopter saying hell yeah. I don't know if he talks like that. I never heard him say that. I don't know. But it's almost like a fist pump, or like a, I don't know. I'm not like literally don't. I literally am not like other people where I sit and watch TV and like listen to songs and like lyrics and all this stuff, and like I'm not like super up on like pop culture where I like know people's names and like all. I've been about what I've been about for my path in life, and it's all for this purpose. And so while everybody else was busy worrying about all this 3D life, I was worried about it too, but I was doing what I had to do for my own stuff. So I missed out on things that like, there's almost like a peer pressure that you should know all this stuff. Like, you should know all the movies, you should know all the songs, you should know all the popular artists, you should know all these things. But reality check is that you're being distracted. That's a distraction from the truth. I'm still getting Tupac saying poetic justice. You got to listen to the lyrics. You got to listen to the message. You got to listen to what they're saying. That it's cloaked. It's the messages are hidden under all the flashy stuff. That it's not about the flashy stuff. It's about the message. Listen to the messages. In movies, I'm getting Will Smith movies. I'm getting The Pursuit of Happiness. I'm getting I Am Legend. I am getting these. I'm hearing black films. Baby Boy. Boys in the Hood. I think that was, I don't know. That when you don't have the money, it's not about impressing each other with the material things. It's about the message from the music. That those things are just, they're just things. That you have to use your mind. And I'm getting Eminem again. And Snoop Dogg. And Dr. Dre. It's like everybody's coming to like close this out and say goodbye to help me out of this, because Tupac won't let me go. I don't know if he has a song about that, like not letting go. I'm getting P. Diddy, like his song about Biggie. Yeah, so he believes in the spirit. Biggie wants to thank him for the song. Thank you for the song, brother. You're my brother from another mother. I don't know if he says that or where that came from. I feel so stupid saying that kind of stuff because it's like, am I just sounding like this white chick? I'm getting like Wayans brothers, like white chicks. But we can't think about race. We have to think about the message. It's in the message. It's like, imagine me with a different skin color, and then you would think completely differently on the message. Or maybe my skin color is making it hit home more. Like, why is this white girl doing this? She has no, like, why would I do this? Yes, I have a black boyfriend, but he's not like an activist. He's like Joseph Tubman. He's loving, and he's hardworking, and he's an amazing character. Like, his character is amazing. Even though if he did wrong things, it was like he was put into situations that he didn't have control over, that he was just trying to live his life, and he got into messed up situations that are 3D problems. But with God, it's not. It was designed by God to teach him lessons. So I know, I can say for a fact and no doubt that he's a beautiful soul. And I know because I'm a beautiful soul. And I know myself. And I know that I want to help people. That I'm not in this for anything else other than that. Yes, I want to be with my twin. Yes, I want to have a great life and have money and material things and wealth and whatever. A great life. I deserve that for everything that I've given of myself to others. To bring the freedom train to everyone. That when you're helping humanity, God is going to help you. I'm hearing tenfold. And the justice wasn't given to Harriet Tubman in the end. The government wouldn't even give her a check for helping. Like, she literally was the leader of like an army, getting people out, saving lives, being the general of, or I don't know if that was like a separate thing, because I kind of forgot. But something about like she didn't get her check from the government. Like, she didn't get a pension. Like, women weren't allowed to be leaders. They weren't allowed to get paid for doing a man's job. They weren't allowed to do it, so they weren't paid for it. So she basically volunteered herself to save all these people and do all this stuff, and she wasn't compensated for it. She died without getting that compensation. So it's like me going into this lifetime, God wants me to be compensated finally. That maybe because I'm white, like, Harriet will get her justice. Harriet will get her justice. God will make sure of it. So you have to think that who else out there has a soul that's in another body that could be a different color or race or whatever. We're all brothers and sisters. We're all vessels of God. God makes the decisions of what our life path is and what is happening. And you don't know what Bible is real, what religion is real, what thing is. All I know is that God speaks through me. And God speaks through all of us in our intuition. So if you're listening to your real true self, your authentic self, you should recognize that I'm real. You should recognize and discern the truth. You can discern whether somebody's acting, whether they're lying. And this is the thing about the oppression. The oppression has made Black people more spiritual. Not only they're connected to God and spirit in a way to help them out, but it's more than that. It's the way that your lineage, this 3D life, in this real world life, has been in this concrete jungle where they're more alert and aware of everything going on. You grew up like that. You grew up with a heightened sense of awareness and to discern the truth from people, to discern and to pick up on the smallest of things to save your life. To look around in a convenience store and see somebody's with their hand on their hip, like they're about to rob the store, or to be aware if somebody's in a good mood, a bad mood, what to discern the truth, like to look through the false, fake mask of when people are lying so much. You can't listen to the words. You have to listen. You have to see through their actions. You have to see through the little quirks and stuff in their face. Like a baby can't speak or fend for themselves, so they have to just like look at people's faces and feel you have to feel whether they're good or bad from your intuition. So that's a spiritual thing. Your intuition is your spirit. It's your consciousness. And if a baby gets a bad feeling, or an animal gets a bad feeling about somebody, they'll make it be known, like barking or crying or whatever. They can sense that because it's a spiritual thing. Okay, everybody's saying bye, bye, bye. Say goodbye. Okay, peace, love, and light.